I'm not a millionaire or a billionaire, but I know how to make multi six figures a year very damn well. In fact, my second year of learning how to make money online, at the age of 19, I had my first multi six figure year. And I've done it for the past 3 years consecutively, all online. And if I was to start all over again with no experience, no skills, no connections, no money, no people handing me out stuff, and I was looking to get to six figures a year as fast as possible, this is what I would be doing step by step in 2025 to get locked and loaded and to get to the point where you're making six figures a year or more as quickly and as fast as possible. And first, we're going to cover what it actually is. Then after that, I'm going to share with you how it actually works and how you can actually get started. So I'm making this video for you if you are at the point where you're ready to take making money online seriously. You don't need convincing if this stuff is even legit or not. You understand that making money online is possible, but you also understand that it's not as easy as everyone markets it out to be. You know, a lot of gurus will just sit here and tell you that you can make 10K per month in your first 30 days of making money online. And you understand that that's kind of like fake, but you also understand that it is possible to make $10,000 a month. It's just not going to be that fast. And you're ready to go all in on this. But right now you're kind of like in a beginner's loop where you're still sorting everything out. Maybe you're analyzing a couple different business models and you're trying to make sense of all of it. Maybe you've even bought some courses or some coaching programs that taught you specific business models and it didn't really pan out too well. And you've probably also tried a couple different business models and you're kind of like, you've jumped from business model to business model, but nothing is really stuck. And honestly, you're at the point where you're kind of sick of it. The research at the beginning sucks. The feeling of unknown sucks. And sifting through all the BS guru content on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram that doesn't teach you anything, it honestly is, it sucks. It's not a fun phase to be in, but you're not ready to give up. You know that you're just like one thing away from changing your life and your entire bloodline completely. If that's you right now, this video is perfect for you. So the problem with making money online is everybody is trying to convince you that their business model is the best. So they're trying to tell you to go do drop shipping, or they're trying to go tell you to trade stocks or do SMMA or start a school group or use AI or do copywriting or TikTok shop. You name it, I've heard of it. There are people out there that are teaching that business model. But the reality is behind the scenes, all of these people are actually running the same business model where they are selling an info product. Don't get me wrong, they'll tell you to go do a different business model. They'll tell you to go do drop shipping, but the main way that they're actually making their money is by creating content on social media and selling some sort of course or coaching program. And you can get upset at that, or you can do what's better and you can acknowledge that and use that to your advantage. So again, if you look at all these people, right? Drop shipping, boom, 3.7 million views on YouTube. This guy, what is he selling? Apply for one-on-one guidance towards your dropshipping success, where he sells a program. And like, I took like 5 viral videos teaching you how to make money online. They all did the same thing. So like, this is what people are doing. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. So you're probably like, well, is that the answer, Trevor? Just, I should sell an info product and I should grift to people and all that? No. In order to sell an info product, you need to have some sort of skill. You know, some of these people could definitely be scammers, but all of those people definitely have skills and they have some sort of information that they can actually provide. And if you're watching this video right now, there's a good chance that you don't have that thing that you can teach. You know, you're not an expert in making money online, or you're not an expert in fitness or something like that, where you can sell that to an audience. Most of us don't have that at the start. I definitely didn't. So then the most logical step as a complete beginner is to go in and work with somebody that's running one of these businesses and they're actually legit, and you're going to assist them and you're going to help them make more money. And this is going to allow you to make 5 to 10K per month, but most importantly of all, it's going to allow you to see the ins and outs of how they actually run their business so that you can eventually do the same. And this is the exact roadmap that I used to go from 0 to 50K per month in 3 years. And once I came to this realization, and once I started realizing that this is the method, I understood that instead of trying to start a complex business model in the beginning, or even sell an info product in the beginning myself, I needed to stack skills first. So step 1 is you need to learn a beginner-friendly, high-value skill that can actually start to get you to the point of making 5 to 10K per month. Step 2 then is you need to land a role and you need to get good. Step 3 is you need to start stacking more high-value skills on top of that one skill. And then step 4, you can eventually start your own business and or sell your own info product. This is the roadmap. So step one, learning a beginner-friendly skill. This is what we're going to be talking about, and this is what we're going to be prioritizing, mainly step 1 and step 2 in this video, because this alone can get you to 5 to 10K per month. If you want to get to 20, 30, 50K per month, I can create other videos on that, but we're going to be talking mainly here just about step 1 and step 2, because I don't want to give you too much to worry about. If you just focus on this in this video, this is enough to get you to the point of making 5 to 10K per month. So step 1 is learning a beginner-friendly, high-income skill. And as an ordinary guy with no skills, I saw the easiest way to go in and work with an info product business was to become an appointment setter. An appointment setter, basically to dumb it down, it's the best way for a complete beginner to make money online, because it allows you to go in and work with a business, solve a problem for them, make decent money, and it's kind of like a gateway into this game of eventually making money online yourself. So you have a business owner here that has a problem because they're getting all this attention on social media. They're getting hate comments, they're getting people that love their content, they're getting people that DM them wanting to buy their program, and they get people that block them. You as the appointment setter, all you have to do is you're in this position to filter through this attention to convert the people that are interested in buying a coaching program or online course. You convert them into actually buying the thing. And basically the way that you can like visualize this is you are a filter. Your objective is to work with a business that's getting quality leads. So like this is like unfiltered water, and you qualify them and you filter them through the process and let only the good water through. You're going to reach out to leads, followers, comments, etc. You're going to book calls and you're going to qualify them onto the closer's calendar. Quite simply, as an appointment setter, you're going to work with an info product business, hence why we say info product sales, and why that like is the tagline. So how does this actually work and what does this actually look like? So let's say, for example, you are working with a guy that sells some sort of fitness coaching program. And in that fitness coaching program, he teaches people how to lose weight by keto dieting. So you're working in this guy's business, you are solving the problem of helping him convert his attention into money, and you're getting paid really, really well for this. You have a DM here from a lead that is interested in buying his coaching program, and they say, learn. You send a message to this person. You literally just type this message. That's all you have to do. Hey John, thanks for reaching out. Cool if I ask you some quick questions to see if I can potentially help you out. This guy says, for sure. Perfect, so walk me through your current situation in the gym right now. What got you interested in keto? I'm looking to lose some weight before the holidays. Like, this is a perfect example, and the conversation keeps going a little bit longer. Maybe then you ask like 2 or 3 more questions, and then once the person is interested, then you just book them in for a call. That's all you have to do as an appointment setter, and it's really, really simple. And yes, this works too. Wayne, for example, crushing it with appointment setting, Jared as well, Fabio as well. Now, how do you actually become an appointment setter? Well, there are 3 main steps that you need to take in order to become an elite appointment setter. Number 1 is you need to actually learn the basics and the principles of how it actually works. Number 2, you need to get to a point where you're on a gold mine offer. And then number 3 is you need to land your first role. So we're going to talk about how to do all of this so that you can just go and implement it right away in this video. Number 1, learning the basics. The first thing you need to understand is why people even buy things in the first place. Because when you understand this, this is a skill in and of itself. Understanding why people buy things. Because when you understand why people buy things, it allows you to put yourself into a position where you can sell and solve problems for people. So your objective as an appointment setter is quite literally to just persuade somebody that is in pain right now to take action towards the next step, which is just booking a call. You're not selling an actual program to these people. You're literally just booking them on a call for someone else to take so they can close the deal. And when they close the deal, you get paid. So how do you actually do this? Well, you need to basically ask questions that are going to extrapolate pain and build a gap. But then what that's going to do is it's going to trigger internal pressure for the person in pain to solve their problem. So what is actually building a gap and what does extrapolating pain mean? Well, let's go back to the keto example. Let's say you were selling a program that taught people how to lose weight with keto. Building a gap basically is just, this is where they're at right now. They're out of shape, they're overweight. This is where they want to get to. They want to get their dream body. They want to be the healthiest version of themselves, whatever. Your goal is to ask questions that is going to build this gap and put this into place. And what that's going to do is it's going to trigger internal pressure for them to take action. I'll show you what this looks like in a second. Then your next objective is to build the prospect's trust and confidence in you to get them to buy. And the best way to do this is to talk about your business owner's story and testimonials of clients that you guys have worked with and crushed with your system. So the conversation framework is basically every single conversation will start off with an opener. So if we go way back here, this is the opener. Hey John, thanks for reaching out. Cool if I ask you some quick questions to see if I can potentially help you out. And then here is where you'd basically be building the gap with these later questions. Your opener, it can just depend on the business you're working with, but you're going to be reaching out to new followers, or the person might be running ads. That's very common as well. Or they might be running some sort of lead magnet where they're offering some sort of free training. Just depends. But basically, depending on what it is, then you're going to reach out to that person. While you're having conversations with these leads, all you have to do is acknowledge what they say, compliment them, and ask a question. And you just do this over and over again. So if we go way back here, boom, 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 boom. Perfect. So walk me through your current situation in the gym right now. What got you interested in keto? And this person says, I'm looking to lose some weight before the holidays. Again, first things first, acknowledge. Love that goal, dude. I think it's awesome that you're wanting to lose weight before the holidays. And I think it's totally possible as well. Compliment. Next thing, ask a question. How much do you weigh right now? That's all you need to do. Here's another example. What would you say is the biggest thing you struggle with when it comes to making money online? I think it's finding the one thing that doesn't require thousands upon thousands of dollars to start and get started with quickly with smaller capital. Well, this guy should try appointment setting. Thought of dropshipping, but the more I looked into it, the more I realized it's maybe not the best thing to start as a first business unless you have some considerable capital. Perfect. Now, again, acknowledge, compliment, question. Yeah, man, most definitely. I tried dropshipping for a little bit. I had the same realization. How long have you been looking into making money online at this point? Okay. So after you understand this and you start to get into a rhythm with this, now you need to understand what the question flow is. So once you can start sending opening messages and you understand like how to actually talk to people, now what we need to understand is the questions we need to ask in order to build this gap and extrapolate the pain. So this is going to be different every time, but generally focus on uncovering pain and building a gap. The best way to do this is asking people, what is their current occupation? What are their goals? Why are their goals important to them? Have they tried anything already to solve their problems? How long have they been stuck? What do they think they need to reach their goal that they have? All of these questions are great for basically creating urgency for them to want to change their situation. And then once you get to the point of going through the question flow, you ask like 3-4 questions to these people, then you're going to pitch a call. At this point, this is like the only time where it's okay to have like a script, and you can just follow a framework similar to this to actually pitch calls to prospects that you work with. And then confirmation, you just want to confirm all these calls that you end up booking in so that they show up and they actually, there's a higher likelihood that they actually close. And this is your job as an appointment setter. This is literally all you'd be doing. You go in, you work with a business owner, and you talk to leads, and you're just DMing people all day. And the advantage of that is it doesn't require too much brain power. Once you do this for like a week, you kind of understand it. It also doesn't require startup capital. It also allows you to do it remote. So you can do it at the pool, you can do it on the beach, you can go on vacation and do it on vacation, and you can also set your own hours. And you usually get paid pretty well if you do this well. So here's a full DM example. Whoops. Hey, awesome to connect. Do you mind if I just ask you a quick question? Sure thing. I see you do weight loss coaching. That's awesome. Are you currently taking on more clients, or are you capped with too many clients already? Currently taking on more clients. Nice, man. So like even your acknowledgement can just be like super small like this. Nice, man. I'm just reaching out because I saw you follow me and I just wanted to see if I could provide some value to you here in the DMs, if you don't mind, or are you all set with your business? Boom. How much are you charging for your services? So we're just getting a good idea of where this person is at right now. And then we're going to ask him where he wants to get to, building the gap. How many active clients do you have right now? I have 3 right now. Any targets for the business? Any monthly goals? I want to scale to 10K per month. So they're here right now. They have 3 clients. They're charging $2,500 right now. They want to get to 10K per month. That is the gap. We've built the gap. Now we're going to go even deeper. Oh, that's so doable, man. I'd love to walk you through our process we're using to help our clients scale to 10K per month or more, leveraging IG over a brief Zoom call. Totally up to you though. We pitched a call, boom. He booked a call, boom. We had to follow up with him to like get him booked in fully. And then we confirmed with him, sent him over some free resources before the call. And he ended up closing, paying $5,000. And me as the appointment setter, I got 10% of that, which was $500 just by sending these messages. Super simple. So now, if you have a good understanding of the basics to get started, now you need to actually know how to go in and work in a business so that you can start making money. And now we're going to talk about how to find goldmine offers first, and then we're going to talk about how to actually like talk to these people and get to the point where you start working with them. So finding a goldmine offer. What is a goldmine offer? Well, an offer is basically a product that's being sold online, typically in the form of a coaching program, consulting package, or online course. So people selling fitness coaching. The example that I just showed you was actually more of like a business to business thing where we were working with business owners, helping them grow their business. And then there's also programs like my one-on-one coaching program that I run personally that teaches you how to make money online. There's a lot of other stuff like that. And good criteria to look for in a program like this for something that you can go in and work with is somebody that's offering something at a high price point of $2,000 or more. They have good lead flow, so they're getting 20 plus people a day interested in wanting to hear more about what they're doing. And then as well, good proof of concept. So you don't want to go in and work with a business that started yesterday. You want to work with a business that's ideally been doing their stuff, even if it's just for a couple months. And like the reality is, guys, I talk a lot on this channel about building skill sets. The problem with appointment setting and like the one downfall it has is the offer you land is just as important as your actual skill. And you know, some people would sit and cry about this, but the reality is you just have to understand this and use this to your advantage. It means that the amount of effort that you put into improving your skill sets and getting better, you should also be putting that same amount of effort into landing the best possible role for yourself using these criteria here. So let me show you how I would do this totally live here as an example. So I personally use Instagram. I think it's the absolute best way to find people. And I think it's the best way as well to look at these criterias and see if somebody is meeting those criterias. So for example, right, if you go to Instagram here, you can use a couple different resources to find ideal clients. Basically though, what you want to do is you want to find one person. One person starts off the entire process. So it might actually be kind of tough for you to find a person, but you want to find somebody like this that clearly has a high ticket price point. The way that you can tell this is when they have like DM me scale in their bio, or here, if you go to his YouTube channel and you do a little bit of digging, you'll find that in his YouTube videos, he's not telling people to buy something cheap. He's telling people to book a call with his team, where on that call, he's going to offer something more expensive. Okay, so this is a really good way to tell like this first criteria is met. Second thing, good lead flow, 20 plus leads a day. You can usually tell this by just like looking at the engagement on their content. He's getting decent engagement, which shows that like people are interested in his stuff. And he also is growing followers. And then like the third thing is good proof of concept, good content and testimonials. Content looks pretty solid. And then he has like 1 million client results folders. So this is an example of somebody that you can reach out to. Now, with Instagram, there's a couple things and a couple ways that you can find ideal clients. The first one is by using the connections method, which for some reason it does not work on my computer, but if you hit this little plus guy, either on computer or on your phone, it's going to show you recommended accounts. It's going to give you accounts that are similar to this person. And that's going to allow you to pull up more Instagram accounts of people that like meet these criteria. The second way is by using what I call the chaining method, which I actually invented this method, but he is following 97 people. If we look at these 97 people that he is following, and you take a look and you start to filter through, like I know a lot of these are good, so I'm gonna skip through these. I wanna actually like test this myself. If you look through some of these to find other clients, boom, Move Better guy. I help people move better. Runs a coaching program. Like that's probably a pretty good candidate. Whoops. And you can keep rinsing and repeating this process like a million times over. This guy, the marketing guy, founder, boom, 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 free community, probably a good guy to reach out to. So this is like the chaining method. Then there's the connections method. Then there's another method, which is called the client wins method. And this is the one that I think is probably the best. But if you find somebody like this where they have client results on their page, you can open up a folder like this and you can basically like dig through this if this wants to load for me to create an opportunity for you to find more people to reach out to. So boom, Arius Williams. You can go look this guy up on Instagram, probably an ideal client. Nick Neville, I know this guy, good client to work with. Eric Davis. Like there are hundreds of people in here. So you literally have no excuse. Boom, go look up these people. Okay, this is how I would find ideal clients personally. There's other social media platforms. I know some people use Facebook groups and they talk about that, but I think by far the easiest way is Instagram because it's easiest to find people and it's also easiest to just like look at their bio and qualify them to see if they would be a good fit. Again, remember, the quality of the offer you work with is just as important as your actual skill. And it's best to determine quality through Instagram. So this is why we use Instagram. However, one quick plug for my one-on-one coaching program. If you're like, Trevor, to be honest, I just want to get to work and I just want to make money. Inside of my one-on-one coaching program, we offer job placement. So we teach you how to do outreach still, like much better than what I covered in this video and way more in depth. And like, if you do it inside of my one-on-one coaching program and you do outreach, you'll land a client in 14 to 30 days. But we also place people straight up in jobs because I have connections to people that I know personally that need appointment setters. So like that's the advantage of working with me inside of my one-on-one coaching program. But anyways, that is how to find goldmine offers. So now let's talk about how to actually land your first role. So once you start finding people, once you understand your ideal client and you start finding people using connections, chaining, client wins, influencer story method, there's a bunch of others, then you're going to start sending introduction messages. And my go-to introduction message first starts off with some sort of personalization. So for example, if I was reaching out to Ethan, I would say something like, hey Ethan, I just watched your video talking about alleviating lower back pain, and I think it was really, really valuable. And I love that you're teaching this because it's going to help a lot of people. Sorry to be direct, or sorry for coming in cold here, but if you're looking for any appointment setters to join your team to help you grow your business even further, I'd love the opportunity to work with you. If you're interested and if you have spots, I'd be more than happy to send over a video introducing myself to see if we'd be a good fit to work together. Like that's it. And you just send introduction messages to people that you find here on Instagram, just like that. Then if they don't respond at all, then you're just going to follow up like twice with them and stop after 2 times. If they do respond though, and they're like, yes, we are looking for appointment setters, send over a video introducing yourself, then here is where you would send over a video basically just introducing yourself. And then same thing again, if you send that over and they don't respond, follow up twice. But then like your objective with that is to book in an interview. Find ideal clients, hop onto IG, find ideal clients that meet the goldmine criteria, use connections, chaining, ad hacking, client wins method, much more to literally find like unlimited leads. Like there are tens of thousands of these people out there, no excuse at all and no saturation at all. Intro message, I just provided an example of that. Intro Loom, basically go in depth on your intro message, basically, and show your personality here, show like any experience that you have. If you don't have experience, we have ways that we get around that in the program. All you really do here is show that you're a real person that's willing to put in the work, and you show up hungry. It's really not that hard to crush these Loom videos and these video introductions. We have guys in the program that most of the time they send videos, like Loom video introductions to people, and almost all of the time that they send these to people, they land them as clients, because it's really not that hard to nail these. If you're looking for help, that's in the one-on-one coaching program. And then on the interview, basically the way that you want to think of an interview is it's not like a regular interview job where somebody's going to just sit and ask you questions all day. It's more of an interview where you get to know each other. They might ask you a little bit of questions, but your objective is to also ask them questions back, because most people don't do that. And when you do that, it makes you seem like you actually know what you're doing. When you ask calculated questions like, what is your offer? What is the price? What type of coaching do you do? How much is the business currently making per month? How much does the business want to make in the next 6 months? How many leads are you getting per day? How many people are interested per day? What made you want to start this business in the first place? Are you working with a coach? What's your close rate? There's like a bunch more. When you ask questions like this on an interview, it makes you seem like you actually know what you're doing, and business owners respect and appreciate that. And the reality is, you might be thinking at this point like, oh, Trevor, this seems like a little complicated and a little bit hard. I promise you guys, I've tried almost everything under the sun when it comes to making money online. I've tried drop shipping. I tried affiliate marketing. I did a bunch of other stuff that you've probably heard of. And they might seem less complicated by the way that some people put them out to be. But once you actually get started, and once you start to scale these as well, like drop shipping becomes extremely complex when you're trying to make like $3,000 a month or more. Same with affiliate marketing, same with a bunch of other ones. You might be thinking like, this is complex, but in reality, this is nowhere near as complicated as a bunch of other business models. It's actually really, really simple. You literally learn the skill, you lock in for like 1 or 2 weeks learning the skill, then you go and land a job. Like within a month, you're inside of a job making 3 to 5K per month. And then you land a second job, or you continue working on your skill, you get better, you land a better job. And you just keep leveling up the chain like that. That's what all my students are doing, and they're no different than you. And that's what I did when I first got started, and I was like a literal idiot. Like sometimes it takes me a long time to learn stuff and to actually process stuff. So if I was able to do it, I know all of you can too. And I also did it while full-time in college and working jobs. So you have no excuses. Tommy here, inside my one-on-one coaching program, crushing it right now. I've learned more here about making money in 10 days than I did in my entire schooling combined. So Tommy joined the program on August 6th. He learned the skill and he landed a position in 10 days. John, just got my first offer for $800 a month and 7.5% cash collected of every sale that he brings in. He's getting a good amount of leads and followers per day too, so he landed a goldmine offer. Got one more interview as well tomorrow. So he basically had to, like, he had one guy that was interested, and then he had another interview. He crushed that interview, and then he had another guy that was interested, and he was already working a 9-to-5 job, so he basically had to pick between one of the two. Both of them wanted to work with him. He had to pick one. And he started working with one of them, and he's starting to crush it. Jared landed a second client, doing some phone setting, lots of potential. I'm hungry, boys. Next goal is quitting my 9-to-5 job. He's very close to quitting his 9-to-5 job, which I will make a video about when he does, because Jared's awesome. Morgan, massive win. Finally landed my first appointment setting role with a previous guy that interviewed me. Set up a call this Saturday. Contract is being drafted, 10% commission. Morgan, part-time, doing this stuff, making $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and he could be putting in a lot more time and killing it, but he's busy. So like, this is great as well. This is great if you want to get to the point of making like 5 to 10K per month where it's like full-time income. This is also great if you have things that you're already doing, like job, college, etc., and you just want to find a way to add like a little bit of extra money online. This will be perfect for you. And to be honest with you guys, like in this video alone, I've given you basically everything that you need to go in and start crushing it and making 4 to 6K per month as an appointment setter. And As well, like if you want to get even further than that, then you just do 2 jobs. Here's the problem though. Most people still won't find success because they lack consistency, accountability, and urgency. That's just a reality. And I've coached tons of students and found this to be the case every single time. I've given you all of the information that you need in this video to go crush it, but let me ask you this. Are you 100% sure that you can do it all by yourself? Probably not. There's no way to be 100% sure. But if you had access to one-on-one coaching from me, where I literally go in and baby you through the entire process and hold your hand through everything, on top of that as well, hours of in-depth course content, basically like this video on steroids, breaking down every piece of the process, like 10x the amount of actual value, plus accountability too. So on the days that you don't really feel like doing the work, I come in and make sure you do the work so that you're showing up every single day and doing what you need to do. A supportive private community of guys that are already making 3, 5, 10K, 15K per month doing this exact same thing. And on top of that at all, I actually don't have it written here, but job opportunities where sometimes you can just skip the outreach stuff and land one of the jobs through a job opportunity. Your odds are much better of finding success with something like this through that than it is if you were doing it all alone. All of the students that I showed you previously and myself, they tried starting other businesses on their own and saw little success. They were stuck jumping from business model to business model. They also invested into shitty courses prior and learned what to avoid. They were sick of watching inauthentic content where people just like flex their watches and their cars on them all day and didn't actually give them any value. But they decided to draw the line in their sand and make an investment into themselves and into their future. And because of that, they changed their life. You can pause and read these if you want. None of these students started with any knowledge, experience, or money that you don't have. In fact, most of these guys are all just young guys in their 20s that like hate the college system or hate the matrix. So you know you're capable of doing the same thing. You just need the right guidance. And that's what I give you inside of my one-on-one coaching program. So if you're interested, and if you're tired of seeing every other person somehow learn how to crack making money online and start flexing on you on social media, then what I want to offer you is the ability to work with me one-on-one. And so all you have to do is book a call using the link in the description, and you can book in a time with me where you and I will hop on a call and I will ask you a series of questions to see first if I can even help you. Talk about that for like 15 minutes. Then if I can help you based on where you're at, then I'll run you through a little bit more about what my program looks like, even more in depth, and how it actually works to get you started. If you're interested in that, now's your chance. Book a call using the link below. If you're like, Trevor, this is my first time seeing you, no worries at all. Go watch some of my other content first and then come back and book a call when you're ready. But other than that, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Hopefully you got some value, and you guys take care and have a fantastic rest of your day.